Hey, it's me, bud. You ready for the stream? Hey, yeah, me too. I don't know why these things take so long to start. Well, I guess we listen to another tune then.
Wish this thing would start already. I'm quite certain the delay is Bubba's fault. Another tune, sure thing.
It is not my fault, Avery. Bello's the one taking his sweet time. What? Oh crap, I gotta get back there.
guys. How is everybody? All right, here we go. We're streaming live. Got my camera situated a little better. There we go. All right. Let's get to work, baby. Hi, puppy. Cute little puppy over here. Can't see her, but she's laying right here next to me. Right, little bud? She's a little out of it because she's going to the groomers today, and we have to give her anti-anxiety medicine. Otherwise, she freaks the heck out. And even with the medicine, she still gets a little scared. So, all right, we're looking good there. I can close that. Right, bud? See, there she is. There she is. Sitting right in the middle of my desk, right in front of my monitors. I can't see nothing. Right, Bear? Oh, you poor thing. You're so out of it. And sleepy, too. It's okay. Just lay down. When it's time to go, Mommy will get you. We're going to make some music, bud. You want to help me make music? Yeah? Well, we already made it, actually, so. All right. Speaking of making the music, let's go. So let's go ahead and play the track for you. Oh, Harley, you're going to be a pain in the butt. Come on. Come on. Come over here, sweet pie. You can't sit right in the middle. You could lay over here if you want to, but you got to lay down. All right. Oh, poor thing. All right. You know what? Let's play our track. Where's my files? Here's my files. It's just working on another track. We're doing a lyric video of another track, but we'll cover that another time. Nothing to Return. That's our song that we made. If you caught the other episodes, then you, sorry, I'm going to be sniffing a little bit. Allergies are still going. Got the cough drop at least to help with the coughing and hacking, hopefully. I'm going to go ahead and play the track. So we did, oh, you know what? I guess I can do this. Since I did this for homework. So we got the finished track. I actually finished the track kind of after hours. We went through, we had, I don't know, no. We ended up probably with like 200 versions of the, of this song by the time we're all said and done. We did our initial like startup session. I want to say we did like 20 or so maybe songs until one popped out and we're like, oh, okay, let's play with this one. This is a good starting point. And then, you know, from there, it's all about refining. So refining the lyrics, refining the song, tweaking little bits and pieces. You know, that's the one thing. I'm not like a, you know, as I've said in the other episodes, I'm not a musician. I've never claimed to be, and I will never take that away from somebody who truly is. Because if I was, I could easily, much more easily, easier. You know what I mean? I could change stuff around so much easier, but I'm not. So I have to rely on AI, on Suno to help me create these tracks, and it's a little bit of a give and take to get it to do the stuff I want. So anyway, like 200 versions later, here's the final track. I'm going to play you the one that we got from Suno. You know, let me get rid of this one. This is not the one we're using. I'm going to play you what we ended up with from Suno, which is pretty good. But then, you know, after hours when you guys weren't watching, I actually took this track and remastered it through the company that I distribute the song through. They have a mastering app software thing. Again, you know, if I was a musician and I learned how to properly do this stuff, I do it on my own. But you know what? I'm going to rely on the tools to help me do it. They make my life easier and make it faster too. So, because I would obsess, like if I had mastered something myself, it could take a month, maybe 2, because I would obsess about every single note and what's loud, what needs to be softer, etc., and adding effects. And anyway, we're gonna listen to the song twice. We are gonna listen to the one that came from Suno, and then we're gonna listen to the one that's remastered. So here is what came from Suno. Let me put my headphone on so I can hear it good with you guys.
The door behind daylight, behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between, breaking through from ordinary, I can feel my turn is coming. Staring at the edge of everything, with nothing to return. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to.
Oh.
Nothing to return to. Return. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing, like the story's been unfolding, and now it's me that's glowing. Feel the breath around, falling from the ground. I'm landing in the light, and I finally have sight. Part of something bigger with. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to.
All right, so that was the first version. Real quick, I'm going to do something here. I really hope it doesn't crash my app. If it does, I will be back in very shortly. The screen will go black, but the stream will keep going. All right, pray this doesn't crash the app. Yes, it works. All right, good. Okay, so that's the one. That's the version that came from Suno. It's pretty darn good. So what I use is I distribute all my music through DistroKid, and they have a mastering software that you can pay for. Of course it costs money, but it does a pretty darn good job, and it saves me a lot of time and energy to make the track sound a lot better. So I'm going to go ahead and play you the mastered version from I guess it's called Mixeya, and it's directly in my DistroKid, right in the website that I use. So let's go ahead and play that, and you'll hear so you'll hear the difference. What a difference a master makes, especially if you got headphones on right now. It'll be night and day. Here we go.
The door behind daylight, behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between, breaking through from ordinary. I can feel my turn is coming. Staring at the edge of everything, with nothing to return. Nothing Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Return. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing, like the story's been unfolding, and now it's me that's glowing. Feel the breath around, falling from the ground. I'm landing in the light, and I finally have sight. Part of something bigger with. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to.
All right. Oh, got her on repeat there. So that's it. That's our track, mastered, which it makes a big difference, really, especially when you got the headphones on. It really brings out the sound and envelops you. It's really freaking cool. So what I'm gonna do next is we're gonna play the song a few more times just while we're working. I'm gonna work on a. I've got the lyrics sheet here because we're gonna post the lyrics too. I'm gonna have to double check that. I want to make sure I got all the lyrics 100%, but I think I'm missing a couple of nothing to return to's at the end. And we'll work on an album cover. I'm not sure what the heck we're gonna do, but we're gonna put one together. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take and we're gonna do a lyric video too. Let me get. I'm gonna just copy and paste my last cover and video that I had, just to give me a good starting point. Nothing to return to. You know what? Let me do that real quick. I want to double check. I think I got a couple extra nothing to return to's at the end. So let's go ahead and delete that. I'm going to go ahead and hit play again, and we're going to skip ahead.
Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Something bigger nothing to return to. return to. Nothing to return to.
Okay, looks like I dropped that last return. I thought that was still in there. But anyway, all right, let's save that. I might listen to it one more time just to make sure I didn't miss it. Sometimes, stuff gets muted a little bit into the music, so I would like to make sure they're accurate, but either way, we're good to go. Do I need anything from here? I don't think I do. These are all of our working files as far as when we were writing the lyrics. Let's go ahead and work on the cover. Da, 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 da. Cover. All right, we'll get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of some of the old stuff that's in here that I don't need anymore. One Brave Step. This is from One Brave Step, another song that I did. I'm going to rename these files. Background, One Brave Step. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to use my buddy here, Claude. He's my AI buddy. We used him for writing lyrics and stuff too. Super helpful. If you didn't watch the other episodes, the other parts of this, once you're done watching here, but go back and check out some of the other ones if you want to learn more about how I write my lyrics and my songwriting techniques and how much AI is really helpful, not just in making the song with Suno, but also writing it with Claude. It's bloody brilliant, I tell you. Photo prompts. Here we go. I'm going to help him, have him help me make a prompt for a cover photo. And then I'm going to use, I'm all about using the AI to help me. I'm going to use AI to help me make the cover photo. So we'll jump into that in a minute too. What am I doing? I'm all over the place today. I need pages. There we go. I want to copy my song lyrics. Let's go back to Claude. Hey, bud. Can you help me with a photo prompt for this song? Let's see what he comes up. Depending on what he has, if it's something cool, we'll just use what he has. If it's something else, we don't like, we'll just adjust. And nothing to return to. Transformation, breakthrough, stepping. Yes. Main prompt: a person standing in a doorway backlit by bright natural light, partially silhouetted, one foot stepping forward into the light. Arm slightly extended. Feeling of space. 1980s photographer. All right. Let's just see what we get. That's the beauty of AI. We're like back in the day, if I had to create this from scratch, what I certainly could, and I would. But man, for AI to kind of bang this out for me, and then, we're fine as we need to. But for that I would spend hours just making this photo, digitally. But for it to be able to just pop this out for me is amazing. Let's see what it comes up with. If the imagery isn't that good, we can always change it. Like, oh, what the hell is that? Okay, bud. Let's try some. Let me do another one just in case, because AI does some weird stuff. Yeah, I don't know what the heck that is. It's almost like they're doing the robot dance on the in the doorway. That's not terrible. It's just kind of generic and bleh. That's the one problem with AI. It gives you a lot of generic blech. Okay, let me hide the lyrics. I don't need that. Alternate. Okay, close up a person's face. In profile, eyes closed, bathed in warm and natural light, streaming from letting go. Soft focus on the background. The lights seem to be lifting them up in a 1980s vintage film. Photographer, soft photography, soft grain, yes. Person mid-motion walking away from the camera. I don't know about that one. Let's just, I'm just going to pop these in here. Instead of me having to read a bunch of stuff, let's just see what it makes. And if it's something cool, we'll keep it. If not, we'll keep going. Use the AI to help you. Stop overthinking it. That's my problem. I do that all the time. Overthink the hell out of shit all the time. That's not bad. It's missing something of, you know what, I'm gonna put this on in the background. You are probably gonna be sick of this song by the time we're done, but think about how I feel. I already went through like 200 versions of this song to get something good.
The door behind daylight,
Maybe this gives us some inspiration too.
behind what I can see.
Let's try one more.
In the every
Copy.
reaching from in between. Breaking through from ordinary.
The second one I don't mind. It's a nice pretty picture. Okay, that's a little cooler.
Staring at the edge of everything. With nothing to,
That's actually pretty cool.
nothing to return to.
You know what, let's just play with that one, see what it looks like. Actually, you know what? I already know I'm not gonna like that. Now that I think about it. Not quite the right story arc. Let's just talk concepts for a bit. So one thing I've found too with AI too, especially, is it wants to just give you the final thing. Like there's no, you know, hey, let's chat this out. Let's come up with some ideas. And a lot of times you have to like, hey, pull back, bud. This is, let's just talk about the concept, and still you've given me a whole story. So it happens a lot, but it's okay. All right, for sure, bud. Let's dig into this. So, reading through the lyrics, I am picking up on a few different potential visual angles. Breaking through from ordinary feels like an emergence. Yes, I agree. Glowing light concept, yes. Part of something bigger, of course. All right, let's see. That's half the battle, is coming up with the right prompt. Let's assume this is focused on a single person. We need them to show these concepts in the situation they are in. With that, can you come up with some real life situations? All right, let's see what he thinks of that. Haha. Cheers. Hydrate, my friends. I probably should hold it by the handle so you can see that it's the Bello Bear mug instead of covering up his face. Oh, all right. I forgot it ends really abruptly. It always kind of go, what? Absolutely, bud. Let me think about real life situation where a single person could embody these concepts. Standing ankle deep in water as waves come in, looking out at the horizon, sun rising. All right, person at the ocean's edge at dawn, person in an empty apartment room. Person emerging from water, person on a rooftop at sunrise. Person in a field, open space. All right, let's try 4.
With nothing to return. Nothing to return to.
Person alone on a rooftop at sunrise, standing with arms slightly outstretched, face turned toward the sun. Main prompt. All right. Let's see what we get with this. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and generate a few more. I'm gonna go ahead and download that. Let's generate a couple more. Second one's okay, not quite there. I think it's more about the angle and stuff, you know. I think the first one's better than the second one. All right, that's pretty cool. Go ahead and download that one. Let's generate a couple more. Yeah, first one's still the best of the bunch, I think. At least for me. All right. Oh, stiff back today. Oh. Oh. All right, that's cool. That one I do like. All right, let's go with those. I think either 1 or 4. And I already have, like, I've done a few covers, and I'm trying to keep kind of the same style, so it feels like, okay, you find that you see this in the, you know, whatever music profile venue you're on, you're like, oh, Bello and Bubba, it makes sense, you know. Let's go ahead and open these. I guess I need to open all of them. I like that one. It feels like it could be actual life. So then what I got, I've kind of using this. It's like you got kind of a cool background that ties in or looks good visually with the photo. And it's just like, you know, somebody was sitting there by hand, cut out a piece of, you know, cardboard or what have you for their background, and then tape this stuff to the front. You know, very simple, very you know, kind of pasted together by hand. I want it to have like a real feel, like somebody actually did this at home. I mean, I'm doing this for real, but I'm doing it digitally, of course. Nothing to return to. Huh? What is going on? All right, what are you doing, Photoshop? There we go. My stupid mouse keeps scrolling. I really need to get a new mouse at some point. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of a drop shadow to this. Drop shadow. It's pretty small, so you really don't see it much. Let's go up 1 pixel. Oh, deselect. Let's try that again. Player style, drop shadow. Boom, there it is. Now I see it. All right, we may move my top tape here a little bit. Trying to make it feel natural, you know? Oh, come on. All right, let's go ahead and just save, and then I'm going to see what it looks like. So I save this as my background, and then Oh, this is another one. Slightly different covers that I do, depending on what kind of song it is. Like specifically, like these are, I call this crock pop, as in country, rock, and pop. That's what these songs are. Little mixed genre. And then my other ones that I do tend to be more drum and bass, like really EDM stuff. So I like having different covers to signify that it's going to be a different song, different style of song. Nothing to return. Here we go. Background. Oops. Let's change our title. Nothing to return. Nice if I could spell right. Make that. I know it's technically a capital T, but I'm going to make it lower because it just reads a little better this way. Oops. Now, I had this up here on the tape, but since I got so much room with the sunshine, I wonder if I'd rather do it this way. No, I don't. And then we're going to change this. I think I want to move Bello and Bubba to the other side on this one. I kind of switch it around. Oh, come on. So my mouse has got it's a stupid Apple Magic Mouse, and it's got a trackpad on the top. And if I don't keep 2 fingers on it, it thinks, oh, it's scroll time. But because I always lift up my second finger, and it starts scrolling everywhere. It drives me bleeping nuts. Like bleeping nuts. What are you doing? Thank you. There we go. I wanted to grab this one. Stretch this out a little bit. Alright, that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and save. And I still need to change. I think I'm going to change out the background. Instead of the cardboard, we'll do something else. Let us there we go. Make that fit a little better. I actually wish I didn't stick that over there. Getting some weird shadow stuff going on there. Object. Oh. There we go. I think I'm going to darken that a little bit. Or make the opacity a little darker. Like I want it to look like it's tape. So you can kind of see through it just a little bit. There we go. Oh, and I gotta update the when we're publishing this sucker. Alright, let's go back to the background. I'm gonna stretch that. I want a little thicker. I think I'm gonna make this a little bigger. Move. Stupid Adobe. Why do you gotta... Really? Let's see. I want to make sure I get kind of the same angle there. That's not too bad. Let's cut off a little bit more of the bottom. And I'm in between. Alright, I like that. That's looking pretty cool. We're going to shrink Bello and Bubba down a little bit. too much rotation. There we go. I like that. That looks pretty cool. Slide this up a hair. All right, last but not least, I think we need a different, although I don't mind the background actually. The color goes really well with the sun, so. But let's just see if we can find something else. I'm gonna go the stock art, stock photo site that I like to use a lot called VectEasy, when they got photos, videos, all kinds of stuff. Painted background maybe. Oh. Let's kind of see what the heck we got here. Something, something, something. Ooh, you know what? That's not bad. Let's take a peek at that. Trying to pick colors that are going to go well with it. That looks pretty nice. All right. Downloads. Move that file over. VectEasy. There it is. Copy. Close. 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 There it is. All right, I'm going to paste this just above that layer. Ooh, okay. Zoom out a little bit. God, that's a big picture file. High definition. That's pretty cool. I'm not mad at that. Let me make it a little bigger. I'm gonna rotate a little bit too, just to make it not line up so well. That's pretty cool. All right, let's save it and see what it looks like. Update. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I like it. It's not bad. That needs to move down just a hair. All right, I think I want. I'm gonna rotate this a little bit the other way. Oops. There we go. And I think I can cut just a little off the top of this. There we go. All right, let's play with the background. I like it. Colors are just a little not quite there from what I was hoping for. I think I want this actually a little darker. Like we're coming into the light kind of thing. Actually, let's do one thing here. Let me do a duplicate here. Duplicate layer. That way I can mess around with this one. Yeah. Let's take down the saturation. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Ooh, there we go. That is looking pretty cool. One thing we could try. Let me go ahead and save. Let's see how that looks. One thing we could try too is use black tape instead. I've done that before, and it does look pretty cool depending on the colors you got. Right. Something. You know what, let's try that. I got a feeling it's gonna work a little better. Change that to like a silver pen. Silver paint pen. And invert. Let's oops. Where's unlink layers? There it is. Alright, that's pretty cool. Yeah, alright. I don't know if I'm sold on that background. Well, with the black tape, the lighter one's actually better. What if we invert that? No, it's just too dark. Alright, let's leave it with that one for now. We'll go find some other stuff. Links, update. Alright, that's kind of cool. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's find another background. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't think I'm gonna mess with that. Everything looks nice and smooth. Maybe wood, like a desk. Paint background. Let's see what else we got here. To return to. That's not bad. I look at some kind of, got some visual interest. So I kind of like that. Like almost like an artist table or something where just paint's been on there and it's got all kinds of stuff. Let's try that. You know what? Ooh, we got some other versions too. I think this might be the one though. I like the angles and stuff. It's not very natural looking feel. Yep, I think this might be the one. Close that. Paste. Zoom out a little bit here. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, let's check that out. I think that's pretty cool. Reload. Alright, not quite. Almost. Oops. Oh, the stupid scrolling, I swear to God, drives me so crazy. I mean, I like the mouse overall because the fact that you can scroll 360 degrees is really, really freaking cool. But it just goes bananas if I don't keep two fingers on that thing. It just boom, goes flying everywhere. Trying to get some cool like textures to line up. So that's cool. Let's add some. I just realized my windows aren't very well centered here. That's let me zoom in a little bit here so I can see what we're doing. I'm gonna add some saturation, so some warmth, kind of help it match. We can change also the color of the background there. More greenish. purples, blue, gray. That's not bad because it ties together. It ties with the Bello, but I think more of a yellow tone is good to help pick up from the picture, you know? Alright, that's not bad. Nothing to return to. Subtle. Ooh, okay. Now we're cooking. That's pretty cool. I kind of wish I think I'm gonna move that there, and then we'll move another piece of tape on the other side. Let's take this piece of tape and make that bigger. Unlink layers. There we go. Window and got a little bigger. That's pretty cool. All right, let's move this over for a second. I think what I'm gonna do is steal a piece of this tape. All right. Oh, it's scrolling again. It drives me nuts. That looks pretty good. And just trying to get natural edges, so I'm just like taking a little bit from this one. Oh my God, see how I'm moving around? Because I'm not keeping two fingers on there. It literally just is like the worst thing ever. So frustrating.
The door behind daylight, behind what I can see.
Let's just hide that one.
Living in the everyday, reaching from in between, breaking through from ordinary. I can feel my turn is coming.
All right, let's see how that looks. Hope I didn't just spend a bunch of time messing around with it and it's not what I want. Oh, it wouldn't be the first time. Links. Yeah, you know what? I like that. I'm kind of glad I did that. Just changes it up a little bit. All right. I think that looks pretty cool. You know, I'm still not 100% sold on the background though. Ugh, me and my picky self. let's go ahead and just save.
Feel the breath around, falling from the ground. I'm landing in the light, and I finally have sight. Part of something bigger.
All right, let me do. I'm gonna rotate this a little bit. Feels like it's too much now. There we go. It's a little better. Yeah, I think that's good. What? Oh no. Darn it. Wait, did it rotate or no? Oh, okay. Okay. We're good. I'm still not happy with that background, so let's find something else. Or do we just go back to the cardboard? I don't mind the cardboard. It's not quite dark enough. I'll go ahead and change the levels here. Yeah, that's better. All right, that's cool. I like that. Wonder if trying to like simplify this a little bit more.
The door behind daylight,
Wonder if I just get rid of that.
behind what I can see.
Oh my God, the scrolling, it's doing it again.
Living in the everyday.
So we go like that. All right, let's see what that's like. You know what? Let me flip this one. Edit, transform, flip horizontal.
I can feel my turn is coming. Staring at the edge of everything, with nothing to return.
All right, let's see how that looks. Just try to simplify. Slide that over. And it was just written right on the photo. I like, you know what? I like that. It's much simpler, cleaner. Not bad, not bad. All right, let's do one thing.
This feels like something I remember.
I think we're good. Never mind. Never mind. I will sit here and mess around forever.
Like the story's been unfolding.
All right, you know what? I take it back. You're gonna mess with it a little bit more. I like this centered up here, and then I do like the tape on the bottom because it kind of makes like a triangle, triangle shape, pyramid shape, triangle. Yeah, that's one of those things. One of them three-sided things. Let's rotate this a little bit. Apply, yes. Save. Alright, I simplified it a little too much the last time. There we go. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Shrink this just a bit. That's cool. So yeah, I like the little kind of triangle shape to it now. You know what? Let's not mess with it anymore. Because I will. Export. PNG. Alright, we got our cover. We're looking good. Alright, that's that. Cover is done. Let me go ahead and grab my cover. There it is. I'm gonna bring it over to my desktop so you can easily get to it. All right, so here's it's publishing time. I can't believe it. It's been a lot of work, but this song came out really good, and I'm really happy about it. Let's do one thing. Let's double check our lyrics just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Once you publish, it's a pain in the butt to update, so double, triple check everything. All right, so we're gonna listen to this one more time. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Start from the beginning. All right, here we go.
The door behind daylight, behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between, breaking through from ordinary. I can feel my turn is coming, staring at the edge of everything with nothing to return. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Return. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing, like the story's been unfolding, and now it's me that's glowing. Feel the breath around, falling from the ground. I'm landing in the light, and I finally have sight. Part of something bigger nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to.
Nice. Okay, cool. All right, we got the lyrics. We're set there. Let's get publishing. So I use DistroKid. If you've never heard of it, there's quite a few different publishing companies out there. DistroKid does cost a couple of bucks to publish. It's not a lot. It does cost a little bit, a couple of bucks to publish up front. But I've had a better experience with this than some of the other ones. If you're on TikTok, which I am, I actually was using. They have another company that I think they partnered with or bought out or what have you. What were they called? Let me look it up, see if I can find it. Sound On Music Distribution, which is they're pretty cool. They don't charge you anything up front, which that's nice. Um, but at the same time, you get you know what to expect with getting something for free. It's probably not going to be as good. So, um, I mean, it was okay. There there were some I had some issues with them not publishing to all the outlets that I wanted to. DistroKid pretty much publishes to everything, and makes the process for me a little easier, a little more seamless. Um, I personally had a better experience with them. You can go either way. I know there's other ones out there on top of that too. So, but this is who I'm going with. Um, so let's go ahead and we're gonna go to upload music. See, I mean, these are all the services it goes to right now. I'm sure they'll add more as they come along. Number of songs, we are doing one single song. Monetize your single on social media. Yes, please. So this means if somebody uses your music, you get paid on social media. Yes, I understand. Confirm all the above is true. That's 100% my music. This release is exclusive to you. Yes, nobody else gets to release this but me. I understand the risks. Yes. Then you got to check one more down here. Who wrote the music and lyrics? I am the only songwriter. I'm technically, Suno, I guess, in a way, is part of the songwriter, but that's AI music, and this is where things are going to be a little gray, and I'm sure there's going to be some happy lawyers out there that are happy to sue anybody and everybody for anything and everything. So, for the purposes of what I do, and in my opinion, and I'm guessing like I said, at some point I think we'll see a court case for this, but in my opinion, because of the lyrics that I wrote and the music is inspired off of that. Plus the prompts I made. I did all the prompts into AI. So I told it this is what I want. So in that sense, even though it created the notes and the arrangement and everything, I did tell it what the heck I wanted to do. So in the way I see it, I created this. This is me that said do this. It's no different than a producer saying, "Hey, we're going to make this track. We're going to use this guy's lyrics," or if the producer created the lyrics themselves, and then they told the band, "Hey, I want you to play these, this type of song with notes here, or hey, take that part, bump it up a little bit." It's the same idea. So I am the only songwriter in this case. And we can dive even more into it because, obviously I go back and I refine and I change and I tweak. So I definitely have my hands on it in many, many ways. Let's see. Has a single been released before? No, it has not. Artist name is Bello and Bubba. Band name, yes. So if it's a collaboration, so two people come together, two people get songwriting credits? No. This is Bello and Bubba is one group. They get a single songwriting credit, if you will. Or one song performing credit, if you will. I'm set up for Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Instagram, and Facebook. I have pages on those socials, so it ties it to them. The release date. Let's go. So I've got a track coming out tomorrow. We're gonna say the 23rd. Ooh, while we're here, let me update my cover. So it's gonna be, because I always have for immediate release on here, January 23, 2026. I'm glad I remembered that because our album cover would have been wrong. There we go. I want to replace my album cover art. Save. And we can close that now. Hide. And you know what? Let me close this one out too. I don't need this file. I want to make sure I don't mess anything up, so I close everything. Release time, 12 a.m. Perfect. Time simple, no. Pre-order, no. Record label, Turks Kids. If you pay extra for DistroKid, if you pay, the yearly subscription, like you don't have to. You could just do it. So you upload a song, you only pay a couple bucks per song to upload it. If you want extended stuff, like one of the things is you can define who your record label is. And I went ahead and paid for it because I'm planning on releasing a song like, at least like 2 a month, hopefully 4. So anywhere between 2 and 4. So I'm going to be doing a lot of this, but So I wanted to set up my own record label. It's called Dirk's Kids. My dad's Dirk. It's kind of in his honor. He passed away a couple years ago, and I thought it'd be something really nice for him. There we go. Language, English, primary genre. That's a good question. This one's a little weird. It's like most of my songs cross genres. So I am going to go with, I mean, there's a hint of country in this one. This more, like I said, my songs, I'm kind of calling them crock pop, as in country rock pop. This one, let me listen to it for a minute. It's definitely more on the pop and EDM side, but I think it's a little bit more rockish, maybe.
Living in the everyday, reaching from in between, staring at the air, nothing to return to.
Popish. Let's see what we got. I don't think it's like a huge deal. Hey, we could go German pop, except I'm not singing in German. Pop, rock. Comic country, electronic. I'm going to go with pop. And the second one, I'm going to pick rock. Some of my other songs are a little bit more country, so I'd pick country first. But I think we're good there. All right, our album cover. I'm so happy I noticed the date thing. That would have sucked. There's our cover. Song title, Nothing to Return. Let's make sure we spell that right too. Nothing to Return. Perfect. Add featured artist. No, there is no featured artist. No versions. Here's where we upload our song. Oh, and then by the way, if you're going to use Suno, obviously if you do the free version, the lower one, I think you only get MP3s. Ideally, if you're going to do a lot of this and you can afford it, get the upgrade in Suno because you can download you can get high-res WAV files, which are going to sound a lot better. Which is also good if you're going to do the remixing thing like I am on, through DistroKid or whatever the heck their remixing thing is, whatever company they partnered with, Mixea, I think it was. Having a higher quality file is so nice. Oh, and by the way, just as a side note too, if you want your songs, if you play them on Spotify or Amazon Music, I think Apple does it too, you'll see a little HD symbol next to it, high definition. When you do the remixing in here, you can get the HD files, which is obviously very nice too. It just makes it sound so much better. Is the short of the long story. Music and lyrics by me, Sebastian Cinderman. That's me, if you didn't know. Yes, I spelled my names right. Explicit lyrics, no. I try to avoid explicit lyrics just because I think you get more airplay that way. God forbid one of my songs gets picked up by, for radio or something. That would be cool. I would love to be able to hear that on radio. Although I don't really listen to the radio anyway. It's all streaming. This song contains lyrics. Yes. Preview, click start time. That's basically when they give you like a little snippet, like, hey, let me hear a preview of the song. They'll pick it for you. They do this all the time. It's really, they know what the hell they're doing. Apple Music requires has additional requirements. Performer is going to be Bello and Bubba. Basically, they're my pseudonym? They're my pseudonym for putting out music. And if you don't know who Bello and Bubba are, Bello Bear is my comic strip that I write daily. If you haven't already, go check it out. It's right there on the screen. Bello and Bubba. Oh, no, sorry. Bello and Bello Bear Official is the comic strip. So go into any social, YouTube, what have you. Do me a favor, hit subscribe, follow, whatever it is, and share it with a friend. Somebody that you know is going to like the comic strip and get them to subscribe too or follow, whatever it is, depending on your site. It's the only way I'm going to get this thing to grow is with your help. So I really appreciate it if you do that. Okay, so Bello and Bubba. The whole point was me to tell you about Bello and Bubba, not to get you to sign up, but please do. Bello and Bubba. So Bello and Bubba are a couple of the main characters from my comic strip. Um, and it's set in a deli and stuff. Bello is the owner, the main guy, and then Bubba is kind of his cook, and he's also a good friend. And then there's Avery too. You'll see him if you go check it out. But Bello and Bubba are like when they're in their off time, like, let's make some music. You know, we got the little home studio and the laptop set up, whatever, and they like making their own music. And so that's kind of the premise for me publishing my own music. And it ties back to Bello and Bubba and all the Bello Bear, and everything else. So anyway, that's who Bello and Bubba are. That was a very long-winded and probably not clear explanation. But let's move on. Producer. We're going to say producer, and we're going to go Bello and Bubba again. Bello and Bubba. All right, so here's extras. And this is, one of those things where, I don't know, I guess they get you, if you want to call it that. These are generally some pretty cool things. Leave a legacy. This is kind of cool. I'm not too worried about it because I have all my original music. I have my art. I have everything. Basically, what it means is leave a legacy for a $29 fee. It means no matter what, even if your credit card gets declined or you're gone off the earth tomorrow, they will keep your music in the catalog for you, which that's pretty cool, right? Very cool. I bought it, I think, for the first song I did, and then I'm just kind of like, you know what? Unless I'm blowing up, and my family, is going to live off of royalties from these songs down the line, maybe I'll come back and do it then. But it's just not worth it for me for the $30 right now. Plus, it's money. It's until I can get Bello Bear just off the ground, and I'm doing that full time. So if you don't know, I still work full time doing graphics and marketing. That's my main gig. Bello Bear is my is my passion project, the thing I've always wanted to do and that I love. And hopefully we'll sell enough merch and stuff where that's actually I can make a living doing it. Same with the music. So money's tight. I don't have the money for it anyway. So we're gonna leave off legacy. Discovery pack. I turn this one on. Basically, it's 99 cents a year. Add this single to the global databases that people use to match music and artist information. Includes song recognition in millions of automobiles via Grace Note. Let me take off the headphones. I'm feeling hot on my ears. Billboard charts, Jacksta, ACR Cloud. So these are a great way to kind of help get the song out there. Store Maximizer. The next one. I don't do this one. It's basically if a new store pops up, they'll automatically add it to it. How many new stores are going to come out that are going to be like, oh my god, gotta get my music on there? Not that many. If I have to, I'll re-release the track and make sure it gets on that store later. So I'm not worried about that. DistroVid music video distribution. I don't use it. I just put my tracks up on. The full tracks, we'll get into that in a minute, but I do a lyric video and I throw those up on YouTube on the Bello and Bubba page. So you know what? It could be cool. I just haven't done it. Loudness normalization, $2.99 one-time fee. I don't do that because I know exactly how my music sounds. The last one is the social media pack, which was higher up. We already clicked on that, so we're good to go. So it's $6 to publish a song. Of course, I do pay for the yearly subscription with them, but I think you can just do this with a free one. You don't have to pay the yearly. So you're literally paying $6 a song. That's not bad, Important checkboxes. I select, basically you just select them all. It's YouTube music. So I think this is one of the early ones we checked, so it's just confirming, you selected that. I won't use promo services that guarantee streams. Basically, you don't want anything that's like, AI spam, crap, whatever. Just making sure you're not going to do anything stupid. That's going to get anybody into legal trouble as far as doing anything like that. I recorded this music and I authorized to sell it in stores. Yes, I agree. I am not using any other artist's name, title, album, etc. Correct. This is all mine, 100%. I wrote the lyrics. made the music, made the artwork for the music for the album, etc., etc. It's all me. So, and then the last one is I have read and agree with the terms of DistroKid's distribution agreement. I did read this, or let's be honest, I skimmed through it at one point. I don't remember half of it now, but you can't publish it unless you click it. So let's hit done. Or let me look through it one more time. Nothing to return. Bello and Bubba, these are all the sites that's going on. Release date January 23, which matches our album cover. My record label is Dirk's Kids Records. Nothing to return. Beautiful. Done. Oh, wait, did I click on Beatport? It's saying it can't go on Beatport because... Oh, I forgot to... Okay. Apple Music requires you that to put some song credits or some more performer credits. For this one, I always use Other Instrument because I use Suno. Suno's my instrument. And then, of course, Bello and Bubba, and then the producers are Bello and Bubba. But let me double check what the Beatport thing is. Beatport is another like distribution platform, I guess. I don't know quite the right words, but they're specific to electronic music. And since this isn't really an electronic song, which I would consider trance and real EDM stuff to be electronic kind of stuff, it's saying I can't go on to Beatport. So, but let me double check. Where is Beatport in here? Did I click on I want it on Beatport? Spotify. Oh, there it is. I wonder if I just ignore it now. Let's see. Let's hit done. Okay, yeah, it says continue without Beatport. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Like I said, Beatport is specifically if you're doing like EDM stuff, trance, drum and bass. So we're good. Now it's on to upload our music, our album artwork, and that's it, man. We are published. How crazy is that? And this song will come out next Friday. So I'm very excited for that. I got a new track coming out tomorrow too, which you haven't seen on here yet. But we might dive into that. I'll just share it with you later if we have a little bit of time. Let's go. What time we got? It's 3:18 here, which means it's 5:18 East Coast and 2:18 on the West. I'm in Arizona, so I think we're what, Mountain Time. Anyway, let's make our lyric video. This is actually pretty cool. So what I'm gonna do now, please wait. Let's make sure this goes through. Hooray! Our music is on its way. We've published a song, friends. How cool is that? And it's gonna be everywhere. Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, YouTube Music. It's gonna be everywhere. It's fun. It's really cool, Let's go ahead and hide that. We're gonna need that, so I guess I leave that out. Go ahead and hide this. So what I do for my lyric videos is I am gonna go and so I've got I use Plex. Plex is like a media library server thing you can set up at home. You can put all your videos and music and stuff on there. But I'm gonna go ahead and add my song to Plex. Where is Bello and Bubba? There it is. And let's get I'm going to copy my song over there. Okay, I can close that. So I'm going to go over to Plex. Already there. So what I'm going to do is audio. I am going to scan my library files. Basically, it's going to look for that new file I put in there. And then I'm going to go, oops, if I can type it right, nothing to return. And there it is. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it. And then we are going to edit this thing. Like right now, it doesn't have any of the metadata. I'm going to go Bello and Bubba is the artist. Nothing to return is our album, and call it a single Sort album will be the same. This is going to come out on 2026, 1/23. Record label, Dirk's Kids Records. And then I need a poster, which I have right here. And I'm going to hit save changes. Voila. And there it is. How cool is that? Oh, you know what? I forgot to update the... let's edit our song name here. Nothing. Track 1 of 1. Bello and Bubba are the artists. Nothing to return to. Okay, save. There we go. All right, now all of our metadata is correct. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide that. I'm going to use a different version of Plex. They have two different apps. One is music specific, so you can use it like with CarPlay and stuff. So I'm going to pop that one open. Let me go back here. Song is not quite showing up yet. Go back. Bello and Bubba. There it is. Nothing to return. So I'm going to use this to... Oops, wrong one. There, play. Pause. So what I do is I use this to... I'm going to do a screen recording of this. This is... I use this to make my my lyric video. So what I'm going to do is... and by the way, I'm doing this all on a Mac, if you're wondering. Like if you want to do this yourself. We are going to go and I'm going to open up QuickTime. QuickTime's kind of cool because you can record the screen. New screen recording, perfect. I'm going to line this up to try to make sure my art is centered in there. We're good. Record. And we get to listen to our song again. Yes. Oops. Play. There we go. So we're going to run this through 2 times.
The door behind daylight, behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between, breaking through from ordinary. I can feel my turn is coming, staring at the edge of everything, with nothing to return, nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Return.
Okay, wait a minute. Cancel everything. Hold the phone. Why does that say January? Oh, no. Did I? Oh, I think that was the old one. No. That says 23 right there. Somehow. Oh, I had the old one on my desktop. No. See what I mean about checking shit twice? Okay. Let me zoom in. It's hard to see. Okay, that one says 23. Oh, thank God. I was so scared we had the wrong album in the publishing. I mean, you can change it, but it's a pain in the butt. Okay, so I gotta fix it in this one though. So we're gonna have to do this one more time, unfortunately. Close that. Go back. And I'm gonna do this in. Wow, that's crazy. Background, nope, poster, that's the one I want. Okay, now it should be the right one. Save. Yep, okay. Lame, that sucks. That That sucks really bad. All right, let me open this up again. Hopefully it's going to be updated. I'm glad I caught that though, instead of, before we publish the track. Okay, 23. Yes, we're all good. Good gravy. All right, we're going to do this one more time. Sorry about that. All right, pause, go back. Perfect. Then I'm going to go to QuickTime. Close that window, new screen recording. So that's, it's slightly off. There we go. All right, record. Let's try this again. So I'm going to record it twice. One, I'm going to record it with the cover, and then we'll record it again with a really cool visualizer. So here we go.
The door behind daylight, behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between, breaking through from ordinary. I can feel my turn is coming, staring at the edge of everything, with nothing to return, nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Return. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing, like the story's been unfolding, and now it's me that's glowing. Feel the breath around, falling from the ground. I'm landing in the light, and I finally have sight. Part of something bigger with. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to.
All right. So we're going to do this one more time. Play, pause. So then I'm going to, there we go. There's our visualizer. Let's go back to the beginning and play again. Get a cool visualizer, and I'm going to put the two together.
The door behind daylight, behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching reaching from in between, breaking through from ordinary. I can feel my turn is coming, staring at the edge of everything, with nothing to return, nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Return. Feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing, like the story's been unfolding, and now it's me that's glowing. Feel the breath around, falling from the ground. I'm landing in the light, and I finally have sight. Something bigger with nothing to return to. Return to. Nothing to return to.
Sorry, I completely screwed it up. I moved my mouse right into the camera. We'll have to do that one more time. I'm sorry. Shit. All right, I'm not touching the mouse. God damn it. Sorry. I can't believe I did that.
The door behind daylight, behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between, breaking through from ordinary. I can feel my turn is coming, staring at the edge of everything, with nothing to return, nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Return. Feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing, like the story's been unfolding, and now it's me that's glowing. Feel the breath around, falling from the ground. I'm landing in the light, and I finally have sight. Something bigger with to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to.
Yes, I didn't hit the didn't hit the mouse this time over the record field. There we go. Look at that. We've got what we need. All right, I'm going to hide that. Let's go find our. Oh wait, I think it saves it to the desktop. There it is. All right, so we're going to do this. It's going to go in our video folder. I can get rid of that. Oh, I should have named that one too. Video. Nothing to return. This doesn't really make a difference, but it's nice just to go ahead and hit the change the name. Gonna go and delete all of our lyrics. Screen recording. We can get rid of both of those. Let's move our screen recording in there. All right, and next up, all right, we're gonna play this song to death. We gotta do it one more time because now I'm gonna work on doing the lyrics. I can move my windows around here a little bit easier so I can just kind of click back and forth and copy paste. All right, there's our lyrics. I need an extra monitor, I think. There's our lyrics. All right, so I'm gonna go to the bottom. I kind of automated this all like with the bits and pieces that I need to create this stuff. So it's literally just a kind of like copy and paste, and then it'll update for me. So let's get our lyrics in here. The door behind daylight. Oh yeah, we'll play our song. What the heck? Sorry. Let's start that one more time. I'll turn it down just a notch. All right, the door behind daylight.
The door behind daylight. Behind what I can see. Living in the everyday. Reaching from in between. Breaking through from ordinary. I can feel my turn is coming. Staring at the edge of everything with nothing to return. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing, like the story's been unfolding, and now it's me that's glowing. Feel the breath around, falling from the ground. I'm landing in the light, and I finally have sight. Part of something bigger with. to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to.
All right, we're almost there.
The door behind daylight, behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between, breaking through from ordinary. I can feel my turn is
All right,
coming.
there we go.
Staring at the edge of everything,
Let's go ahead and
with nothing
save.
to return.
All right, let's pause that. So I'm gonna, now that these are all my lyrics that I'm gonna place into the video file. So I'm gonna go ahead and export these as PNGs. And the nice thing is, like, I've already, set this up, made sure everything lines up well, and all, picked the font and everything previously. So it makes life a little easier. All right, I'm gonna move this over here. I know you guys can't see it, but it makes it a little easier for me. So I'm gonna open up our video file. Let me zoom out here. It's got a few different files. So first I'm going to do is this green one. That's actually my audio track. So I'm going to take the nice high definition one, pop that there. These are the screen recording files, which we have right here. The bottom one is with the cover. The top one, oh, that's loud. Turn that down a bit. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. That's why it's the same volume. Let me turn you guys down just a notch too, so I'm not blowing your eardrums out. Come to the end of the song. And then let me go ahead and cut that there. And then because I messed up, we started recording again. Dink. So I'm going to cut it right there. Go ahead and delete that part I don't need. Let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. Slide this over, and then I just got to line these up. Make sure they're lining up good with the audio, since I put in the the high resolution audio track in there. Let's go back to the beginning. All right. I need to line up the one with the visualizer. I think I've lined up pretty good, but this one. Here we go. See how the numbers changing? The 1, 2, the time. Ding, ding, ding. All right, that should be pretty good. We shall find out. Let's play it and we'll see if the visualizer lines up good. It does, and why is it all the way up there? Top. Anchor point. It should be. I wonder why it's not. I wonder if it was because it was based on the video track, not it's anyway, I've got this set up so it's really easy. So I want the visualizer. Ooh, I went a little too fast there. Oh, that's the crop. Okay. So I'm going to slide this all down, and then I am going to crop the top. Goes so fast. So I want it to line up right. Come on. Oh, it's being a jerk. Crop top. Let's go 26. No, wrong way. Try 25. No, 27. Okay, there we go. I was going the wrong direction. 28. I want the stars basically to show. That's kind of how I have it set up in all of them. 29, 29. That looks good. All right, let's play it from the beginning. Let's see how everything looks together. Oh, okay. One thing we got to do, because the visualizer does not actually kick in for a second, you get to see the album art. There it goes. Dink, dink, dink. Okay. So we are going to move that over. There we go. All right, now we should be good. So you're going to see the, the play button for a second, and then it's going to go into the visualizer. Let's see how we look. Okay, I do see one thing I want to adjust a little bit. Let me zoom out again. All right, I think we'll be good there. I do need to make the shrink the visualizer a little bit, which means it's going to move around again. And I'm going to slide it horizontally. Like I want you can kind of see the squares there. If I move it around, they kind of get cut off. So I want to change that up a little bit. And then I do need to change my cropping at the top slightly. Oh, come on. No, just one little tick. There we go. There we go.
The door behind daylight, behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between, breaking through from all.
I just realized you guys can't even see because I got my window open too big. Sorry about that. There we go. Now you can see what the heck I'm looking at. You're probably just like, why is he looking at the screen with nothing? So here you go. Now you can see like the visualizer and everything is put together and I lined it up. Sorry about that. And then what I'm going to do too is I'm going to go and bring in our lyrics. This is a bit of a pain in the butt, but I haven't found a better way to do it yet without, like paying some other service to do it when I can just do it myself. And I think it comes out really good. So, all right.
The door
And there's our first lyric. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here, slide stuff over. You're going to see me moving stuff around a lot. It's going to be a little annoying.
The door.
The door. So start about right there.
The door behind daylight.
Okay.
Behind what I can see.
Kind of listen to like clues, like when you hear them breathing in, you know there's going to be a lyric there. So
Living in the everyday.
all right, that's pretty good. Let's zoom out a little bit here so we can see more of the tracks.
Reaching from in between. Breaking through from ordinary. I can feel my turn is coming.
All right, yep, and just got to go through it. It's a pain in the butt. But...
Staring at the.
Ooh, did I line that one up by accident?
Staring at the edge of everything. With nothing to return.
I'll line these up right next to each other.
Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to.
That one needs to come in a little bit.
To return to.
Just a hair more. I'll come back and line these up even better, but
Return to.
I don't know why I keep stopping the track.
Nothing to return to.
All right, we're gonna get these like in a, just get these like in a pretty good spot. We'll have to do some tweaking later.
Return.
Next one.
This feels like something I remember.
Wow, okay, these come really fast once we're back to back, so I'm gonna try to line these up good.
Like I've been waiting without knowing. Like the story's been unfolding.
I'm trying to anticipate where it is. I'm also looking at the wavelength of the song underneath here.
Now it's me that's glowing. Feel the breath around. Falling from the ground. I'm landing in. I'm landing in.
Oh, that's way earlier.
I'm landing in the light and I find.
And now when those two go right after one another. Let's see how that
Light and I finally.
works.
Light and I finally.
All right, just a bit off.
And I finally. Light and I finally.
Just a hair more.
And I finally have sight.
Yeah, all right, I gotta zoom out some more. They're all like way over here. Let's slide these over a little bit. Oh, come on. I keep forgetting to put two fingers on my stupid mouse. It's so annoying. Okay, where were we?
In the light and I finally have sight.
That's still annoying me a little bit, but I'm gonna come back and tighten these up.
Part of something. Something bigger with.
Why does it keep stopping the play? It usually doesn't do that.
Things to return to.
little too quick. All right, you know what? Let's zoom in a little bit here.
Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to.
Thought I was close, but no. Right about there, maybe?
Nothing.
No.
Nothing. Nothing to return to. Nothing. Nothing to return to.
All right, there we go. I'm going to line that up at the end there. All right, let's go back to the beginning. Now we're going to just fine tune, tweak a little bit, make sure everything's lining up good. And then we're set. Okay, I do notice one thing here. Visually, I want to play with this a little bit. It's cropping in really tight on the album cover and actually cutting some of it off. So let's bring our scale down a little bit. And then I'm going to move my visualizer up just a hair. Like I want it right under the stars. That's where I always put it. And last but not least, I mean, I guess I could just do this while you don't need to hear me say this out loud, but oh crap, I was moving the wrong one. I'm going to move I can tell that the album cover art is slightly off center, so I'm going to slide it over just a hair. There we go. That looks nice. All right.
The door behind daylight. The door behind.
And you guys are going to get annoyed with me because I am going to be very precise about this. I want this to line up very well, especially in the very beginning.
The door behind daylight.
Let's slide this over just a bit.
The door behind.
Just a bit off.
The door behind daylight. The door behind daylight. Behind what I can see. Living in the everyday.
Let's shorten that one just a little bit. Yeah, that's cool.
Living in the everyday. Reaching from in between.
Seems like that one could cut off just a second earlier. Trying to get that like right on the yeah. Sounds really weird when you hear this is a little slow. Yeah, that was good.
Breaking.
That one's a little off.
Breaking through from ordinary.
Pursuant
I can feel my
223
turn.
says, hi again.
How are you? What you up to? Bouncing around? So we got I got the track finalized. Got all the I did lots of homework after we get done with the stream. I think I did probably another.
Pursuant 223 says, my bad if I missed Yaz's stream yesterday. I was busy the whole day.
Oh, that's okay. Everybody's busy. it's one of those things you got to live day to day normal life, and then it is what it is. So, well, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. So, yeah, we're almost done with the song. Like really, really close. Um, I did homework on the song, and I made probably another, I don't know, 50 versions of the track or something crazy.
Pursuit 223 says, ooh, I was going to sing lyric covers with my karaoke speaker.
Ooh, nice. All right, that's cool. I'm not a big karaoke guy because I can't sing very well, but that's fun. That's really fun.
Pursuit 223 says, specifically Forsaken lyrical covers.
Nice. I dig it. Right on, right on. Sounds good. So,
Pursuit 223 says, ooh, oh, nice cover for the song.
thank you. Yeah, so that's so anyway, I did a bunch of homework and played with the song a bunch more. Got it to a point where I really liked it, and then I did a master of the track, so it sounds really good. We actually I got it uploaded to I used DistroKid to put the song out there. And they send it to all the different sites, Spotify and what have you. So that's ready to go. It's officially going to release next Friday on the 23rd. I did the album cover. I think I said that. And then now I'm working on a lyric video. So basically what I do is I record I use Plex, which is like a media player. And I use that to, I record it actually playing on there and record the visualizer, that's down at the bottom underneath the lyrics. So right now I'm just tightening up the lyrics to make sure it matches with what's on the screen.
I can feel my turn is coming.
So I'm just tightening these up. I got them all kind of in the right spot, but I just got to make sure they, pop up at the right time and go away at the right time.
Staring at the edge of
Pursuit
everything.
223 says, right as soon as it comes
Sweet.
out, it's going on my playlist, lol.
I love it. Thank you so much. Well, here we'll play it one time for you because like I said, I did a bunch of little tweaks and mastered it, so it sounds even better now. If you got headphones on, it sounds even cooler. But let me plow through this a little bit. Feel free to chat and tell me stuff.
Staring at the edge of everything.
This is a bit of a pain in the butt because you manually have to adjust these so they line up.
Everything. With nothing to return. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Return.
All right, let me zoom up here a little bit.
Pursuit 223 says, I'm not a music producer, but I relate to relatable things like this.
Me too. You know what? I mean, obviously I like making this stuff, but I'm a songwriter. I'm not a producer. With the help of AI, I'm a decent producer. But yeah, I'm with you. So like songs like you want to be able to relate to. And that's why I like making them a little bit abstract. Just makes it easier to relate to.
This feels like something. This feels like something I remember. Like I've been waiting without knowing. Like the story's been unfolding. And now it's me that's glowing. Feel the breath around, falling from the ground. I'm landing in the light, and I finally have.
All right, that one's just a hair off. Let me try zooming a little more. It's really funny too that this was all based on the Never-Ending Story. That was my starting point. And listening to it now, like I hear some of the lyrics, I'm like, ooh, if you're, the book or the movie.
Pursuit 223 says, the stream shown 3 people, but now just me left, lol.
Aw, all right, it's okay.
Light, and I finally
Okay, I'm going the wrong way. That's okay. I got a feeling it's going to take a while before, I grow the audience.
And I finally
There we go.
have sight. Part of something bigger with.
I'm going to cut that one off just a little earlier.
Bigger with. Nothing to return to.
Pursuit 223 says, shout out to the lurkers like Yaz always says.
That's a good, I got to use that. That's really good. I love Yes. She's so much fun. Shout out to the lurkers. Get your butts in here. And you can use the text-to-speech too. Come say hi. Don't be shy.
Nothing to return to.
That's a good one. I'm going to use that.
Nothing to return to.
All right, we're almost there.
Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to.
All right, we got it. All right, let's go ahead and export this sucker, and then we can watch it. Let's change the name. Nothing to return. Good. Export. There we go. All right, here we go. It's exporting. It's going to take a couple minutes just because it's decently long. Yeah.
Pursuit 223 says, yeah, we got it.
We did. That was a lot of work. It's really fun though. I'm definitely going to do some more of these too. So if you want to chime in for the next one as far as what concept we're going to do, and I know you're there and I'm on this side of the screen, but we can work together a little bit too, which I think would be really fun. But yeah, I'm stoked. This one came out really, really cool. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to see what everybody thinks, because I think it's a fun song. And I'm definitely, speaking of Never Ending Story, I'm gonna add a hashtag Never Ending Story to whenever I post it. See if anybody kind of catches on to it.
Pursuit 223 says, and just for fun, ooh, 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 ooh.
I love doing that with the text-to-speech.
Pursuit 223 says, I just want to hear the TT to say it.
I know, it's fun. It says stuff all kinds of funny. Why is this taking so long to export? Holy cow. Maybe because I'm streaming at the same time. My bandwidth is getting sucked down a little bit.
Pursuit 223 says, your camera is lagging.
It is, yeah. My while it's exporting the song, it's taking a long time. I think it's because I'm running too much stuff. We'll give it a second. It'll be done exporting here shortly. We'll give it a second. Let it do its thing. Yeah, it says 50 seconds, but it's taking a lot longer. It'll be done in a sec. Just gotta wait. There it is. Yeah, I think it's because I'm streaming and exporting the song. It should be smooth now, hopefully. Let me know if it's not.
Pursuit 223 says, if I can't lose balance in my gaming chair down here in the basement to reach my phone on the floor, OMG lol.
I've done that too. You're funny. You're funny. All right, there we go. Let's see. Let me bring back my folder here. Oh, I saved it to the desktop, I think. There it is.
Pursuit 223 says, yeah, your camera is smooth now.
Okay, good. I had a feeling that was it because that's a lot of stuff for the computer to be doing at one time. All right, here we go. You want to hear the whole thing with the visualizer video and everything? Let's check it out. Okay.
The door behind daylight, behind what I can see.
Pursuit 223 says, go for it.
Reaching from in between, breaking through from ordinary. I can feel my turn is coming, staring at the edge of everything with nothing to return, nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Return. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing, like the story's been unfolding, and now it's me that's glowing. Feel the breath around, falling from the ground. I'm landing in the light, and I finally have sight. Part of something bigger with. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to.
What the? All right, I see one little thing I gotta fix. At the very end of the video, it like dips down. My art like dipped down, I think. Yep. All right, not a big deal. Something I can look at. But there it is. We're all done. It's published. Now we gotta wait a freaking week and a half, or 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Or no, like week and a half. Because tomorrow's the other song that's coming out, and then next Friday. So I've quite a week and a day. So, but I'm stoked. I think it came out really cool. And I'm definitely gonna do another one. So we'll be what is it, Thursday? So Saturday. I think Saturday I'll start a new one. If you want to come hang out, please let me come hang out, and I'll get your input.
Pursuit 223 says, I karaoke the whole thing BC. I turned off the chat. Pursuit 223 says, yay.
That's cool. That's cool. I'm glad you like it too, man. Thank you so much for hanging out and being part of it. It's really, really fun. And I say man because I don't know. So if you're a girl, let me know. It's just what came out of my mouth. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out and watching me do this. I can't wait to do it again. So hopefully you can swing by Saturday. We'll start a brand new song. Come up with some ideas for where we're going to start and all that fun stuff. But anyway, I got to run. Well, I got to go. We got to go pick up Harley. She's at the groomer's getting a haircut today. Poor thing. She hates getting a haircut. I mean, I get it. I hate getting haircuts. Well, that's not true. I cut my own hair. So, but she hates getting her haircut. She gets super nervous and stuff. But she should be right about done now. So we got to go pick her up. I'll be back Saturday. Okay.
Pursuit 223 says, hopefully I can.
I hope so too. Well, either way, whenever you can, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern. So if you can, cool. And if not, come back for the next one. All right. Have a great afternoon. I'm not sure quite where you are, but yeah, afternoon or evening. And
Pursuit 223 says, bye.
Okay. Bye.